Hello out there in internet land. This is Chaos with Kamikaze, and this is my idea for you. You may have seen my Rails and Sails 1.15 idea, but I do get it. We just had an updated Aquatic. Maybe a Davy Jones mob ship isn't for you. I get it. So, I was watching a fellow YouTuber today, Mumbo Jumbo. Yep, throwing out a name there. Some of us do that. Now, I don't actually know Mumbo at all. I wish I knew the Hermitcraft crew, but they inspire me a lot. He was talking about a cave update, and he did a wonderful job doing graphics. Go watch his video. He resculpts caves. Caves have been almost 10 years. They look janky. They don't look great. So I was like, well, what could I add to Mumbo's video and say, let's make this a full update. So here's what I came up with. Ladders in all wood colors, just so we can decorate with them, and iron ladders, just nuggets in the same pattern as we do for ladders. With ladders, I was thinking sticks down the side and then the core be a wood block, so that way the core color could be the ladder color. With these nuggets down the side with an iron block in the middle, sure, why not? Chests in all colors, trap chests in all colors, why not? Why not? And there's a spoiler there for something that might get to long lines down the line, but I'll get to that, so don't freak out on me. Banner beds. It's been suggested on the Minecraft suggestion site. If you haven't been there, go there, vote on stuff. They do take our opinions seriously. Banner beds, I like the idea. Banners in the bed. The bases being in all colors. Why are they only oak? I mean, I know that's kind of from the beginning, but let's we did do that color update. We forgot things. Redstone randomizer. This device here randomly chooses a side each time the power goes through it. That would miniaturize as well as do a whole lot of cool things for the technical players, which I tend to be one. Half slime blocks and half redstone blocks. Half slime blocks do not attach. Basically, they're the same concept. You don't affect the blocks to the sides of them, but they still affect the blocks to the top. So that slime block is still moving that block, but it's not sticking to anything on the side. And that redstone is still activating that, but does not affect either of those lamps down below. Again, going back to those colors. We had a color update. Why didn't we get bookshelves that... Who would have thought it? You can remove the books from, and in all colors. Yes, but and you can. Oop, okay, that wasn't the right way to do that. Yeah, you can do it that way, or you can go into the interface and find your book. These books are a little bit special. This one is a redstone book. It outputs redstone signal in a bookcase. This is the slotted book, and you can actually put an item in there and store it. I call it a storage book, but the mod that I installed to have it calls it a slotted book. But anyway, don't pay no attention to that I didn't replace it with the right color. bookcases of every color, storage book, redstone book, books that actually go in bookcases, so you can have empty bookcases or you can have full ones. Item frames and colors. Why not? Again, why not? We had a color update, didn't we? Those look nice. I know they're leather and sticks, but I mean, I don't really mind the wood colors not being represented on the exterior of these. I'm okay with that, but I really would like the back canvas colors. Torches. We've had that torch forever. A stone torch really is a nice thing on a stone pallet, and we have a lot of stone pallet. But also, how about torch arrows? So, wherever they hit, it provides a torch. And I'm okay with those being the old wood torches. You know, when you build that build and you have that one dark spot way up in there, and you get it, just fire that torch arrow right at it. And just put that torch in where you need it. Talk about things that go in a mineshaft cave thing. New carts. Crafting cart. I mean, that's simple as can be. Furnace cart actually be a furnace cart. I hate that they try to make that a locomotive thing. No, it's just a furnace and a cart. Let us cook things on the go. Tank cart. Let's haul liquids. Jukebox note block cart. Yes, I'm thinking about everybody. I can't remember the last time I've used either a note block or a jukebox in any way other than a note block just giving me an audible sound for a door. I never use them effectively, but there are people out there that make songs with note blocks and do cool things. And some people like the jukebox. Good for them. Let's give them a cart with those in there and see what they can do with them. A bed cart. You can ride around in it, and you can actually lay down and sleep in it when it's night. That'd be handy. Cargo cart. Basically, it's a cart that holds a lot of one item. You put an item in here, that's the filter, and it only collects that kind of item. It's for people who want to work with carts and use them in mob farms and such, or in mining or whatever. It's a little bit different than that standard chest cart. Locomotive. Steam locomotive. Easy as can be, right? We put coal in, we put water in. See, put water bucket in there, it'll give you the bucket back, it'll fill up a reservoir, make steam, coal, running, right? Can't be that hard, right? Somebody who didn't even program the game came up with this. By the way, this is Railcraft Mod. Shout outs to you guys. You've done a wonderful job over the years. Covert, Jaguar, and everybody else on the team. They do a full rail mod. I just want some basic, better rail situation. And yeah, coupled cars, so you can pull them. That's convenient, right? How about junction rail? Anybody who's used the rail system has to be like obsessed with there being a junction rail, because why isn't there a junction rail? Why can't we just cross two rails? Why do we have to make these weird hills up and down and over? Also going with a good rail mod. Away rail. You bring two rails in from the side and they join. You could also put a switch here and switch which direction, if you're coming this way, which way you went out. That could also be great for stations where you have one cart come in and then when it goes out you need to go on the other side. there's a lot of really good uses for that. A proper switch. There are sometimes when I'm coming down this way and I want to go straight, and sometimes I want to turn, and I want to be much more definitive, and have a switch for it. This can be powered by redstone to make the switch, or just manually switched. A quarry. This is my Minecraft build of a quarry. I think it should take up more space, have a bigger footprint than just a regular block. Doesn't necessarily have to be a multi-block build structure, but something with a crane and a bit, and it put coal in it, and it does a 3x3 area for a certain amount of coal in a certain amount of time. I don't think it should be as quick as just mining it yourself, because it's automation. It allows you to do it automated. It's not fast, but you're not having to do it. I typically, every time I burn out with Minecraft, it is because of digging, and this is a great thing. Every time I go into creative in Minecraft, it's because I need to dig a big hole. I hate on my single player world with my buddies that we use creative for that purpose, but when you need 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 8,000 blocks removed in a hurry, it's a better. There's got to be a better way than doing it by hand, and this is a better way. For your horizontal moving, a tunneler. This is a terrible looking thing for a tunneler, but same concept. Except for the only difference between this is it has a locomotive in it, so you have to put that water and coal in it, and you have to put rails in it. And, so it can move forward. So, yeah, it just runs on top of rails. Don't know why I didn't put rails underneath, but I didn't. Runs on top of rails and does a 3x3 area. Again, not as fast as a person could actually do it, but in this case, you get the advantage of rails being put down too, so that could be quite useful. Next, wooden rails. Same build pattern as regular rails, except for we're gonna do it with wood on the side and a ingot in the middle. Simple as can be. Wooden rails, they're only 75% speed of a regular rail, but they're cheaper. They're wood. They're easier to make. They're slower, but they're easier. Also, having a slower rail can help with building automation. So, if you need to slow a rail down, slow a cart down on rails to pick up better, especially with hoppers and such, that's a great way to do it. Yeah, good old normal rails, diamond rails, 125% of the speed of regular rails. Same thing as those. Just we're gonna use diamonds down the side and a an H pattern and an iron block in the middle, and we're gonna make diamond rails. And diamond rails go 125% of regular speed. You can get going some speed. Not sure how this fits into a rail and cave update, a cave and quarry update as I'm calling it. Quartz glass, it exists in real life. Make it clear, make it connected texture, make it awesome, make it so we can put a floor in and it looks like there's nothing there. People want clear glass. Give them a nice, expensive clear glass. All right, let's go and look at some different cart ideas. Exit rails. These exit the cart from the rail. Simple as can be. With farming, there's a lot of times when you just want to remove a cart from a rail. We currently run carts into cactuses to do this very mechanism, and that's a better way to do it. Directional powered rails. Basically, powered rails that work in direction. That one's facing backwards, so it slowed down the cart. Let's do that again, so you can see that again. The cart's going fast, and it slows it down because it's directionally against it. But if you were going with it, it would speed it up. So instead of the regular powered rails, you could have directional ones to keep carts going in the correct directions and systems. This is to show you two things: an embarking, disembarking rail. I know the activator rails already do this, but I want one that you can choose which side of that rail you're going to come off of. As well as I'm going to show you what I call the jump rail, which launches a cart. Maybe it could be a launch rail. I don't know, but it just like launches a cart. You can use that in a cavern system and like jump across to something on the other side. I think we need both of those. A proper rail end. Sometimes you just have to end a rail someplace, and you just need something to make sure the cart doesn't go off. You might just want to stack carts into an area. If you just want to do something like that, where the carts just. That's another thing. Carts that don't go into each other. I hate that. I really do. It's not cool. All right, let's look at some other ones that really don't need much demonstration to understand. A dump cart. This goes over an empty space and drops a mob into a hole. Simple as that. Dumps the entity into the hole. Whether it's a person, a mob, whatever. Cart locker. Cart locking is important. You power that rail, it locks the cart there. And doesn't let it run away. I would like two different versions. I'd like two different functions in this. Being able to power it and lock the cart in place, but I'd also like to be able to power it and have a timer. But I can build a timer. So lock a cart and unlock a cart from place. Directional detector. The cart's going this direction. That works as a detector rail. If it's coming back the other direction, it's not. A message rail. Just pops up a message in chat when you go across it. Coupler rail. Well, how else are we going to put the trains together? We're going to run them across a coupler rail. Whistle rail. Locomotives have whistles. We should be able to use them. And I think this should be a lot like a note block thing. You can like tune it by punching it or something. A throttle rail. Basically, you saw that the locomotive, it has 3 speed settings. A throttle rail, you're traveling and you're going toward that super high speed rail, and you want that train to be going absolutely as fast as it can when it gets onto that rail. That throttle rail just amps up that speed and lets it get going. A locomotive rail. Locomotive rail is just does one simple thing. Turns off or on a train. If you have a locomotive and it touches this rail, it either turns it off or on. Nothing else. In fact, those two rails could probably be merged. That's my idea of a cave and quarry update for 1.15. Tell Mojang you want a cave and quarry update, because how do they know otherwise? Maybe you want a rail and sail update. Maybe you want what I was talking about with an ocean kraken and a large ship that you can, that is a kind of a mob boss that comes in thunderstorms, and then all this rail stuff I was talking about. Maybe you want a combination of both. Maybe you want completely other things. That's what's awesome about this game. We all have an opinion, and they do listen to us over on the Minecraft suggestion page. So I highly suggest going over to that page, signing into it, and voting for things you're interested in. If you're a Minecraft active player, or if you're an inactive player and you become inactive because they just didn't have the features that you wanted and you became bored with the game, go vote for features that you want. Suggest, it's an open suggestion. They just want you to answer as much information as you can about it. So how you implement it, possible recipe for the item, what makes it fit into the game, why isn't it overpowered. Just provide information, and people vote on these. And I mean, I've seen ones that have votes over 3,000 people. But if you think this is great, like, subscribe. I try to do this more often than not, but I typically don't do this as much as I should. So this has been Chaos Kamikaze with the Cave and Quarry update concept. Tell me what you think. Hit those comments below. Roast me if I suck. Because, well, if I suck, I suck. Let me know. I don't know if I suck. I think I do a good job. And if you like it, like, subscribe. I do this on a regular basis. I try. It's probably been the only one this month, but I would love to do this full time, but it's just not in the cards yet. So again, this has been Chaos Kamikaze, and I'm out. See you next time.